Welcome to the Rooster Teeth Fancast, episode... What are we on? Episode 6? Right? Yeah, episode 6.
Yes.
I'm your...
Somebody forgot how to count.
Shut up. I am your host tonight, as per usual, Chris, joined by the lovely MaryPat.
Let me free, goddamn it, let me free.
No.
Alright.
Just
Gonna
no.
roll with that. Our resident Mexican, Marco.
Hey, I'm pretty sure Donald Trump wants to rail his daughter in the ass.
Jesus. Christ. Marco. Okay. And back this week, we brought him back from the dead. Peter coming back to us for the first time since episode 1.
Woo! I'm back, bitches.
We love you, Peter.
Welcome back to the podcast, Peter. It's been a while. Been a month and a half almost.
It has. It was painful.
Was it painful? It was painful being away from Marco for so
painful.
long, wasn't it?
Something I learned,
It was.
like for real this time about Peter, is that he is a straight up supervillain.
That laugh, though.
You just learned this? How did you not know
Yeah,
that?
I thought he was
wasn't
like...
that implied?
No, I thought you were like a 16-year-old child, Canadian. Nothing to worry about. Turns
Sure
out,
is.
fucking crazy, psycho, part stalker, part maybe serial killer, but like serial pervert.
Oh, Jesus.
Serial rapist? I mean,
I would know, Mary. I
I
stopped him
didn't
for,
say
every
rapist,
week
dude.
after we
Well,
fucking had him.
pervert was close enough.
You sent us
Not
a link
even.
to dildos and fleshlights that are like animals and shit,
Oh.
dude.
Mary, are you sure those weren't just in your bookmark catalog?
I'm absolutely... Well, they are now.
Well, now that you mentioned it, Chris has to put it in the link dump, so thanks.
No, that is
Fine, I'll just put it in the YouTube comments then.
staying... I will delete your
The
shit.
18 plus link dump.
That is staying way as
I
far
would like
the
to-
fuck away from the link dump as possible.
I'd like
No.
to establish, though, that we are such fucking nerds that I, in our, like, pre-call, I brought
Brag about it.
fucking Epic Rap Battles of History up for a second, and then we spent the next half an hour rapping
Singing.
the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because we are nerds.
I just want to say right now on this podcast that Chris actually, you might want to bleep this out. Chris makes his own epic. Well, he voice dubs epic rap battles, so it's literally just him rapping to himself constantly. He showed us like 5 of those.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna cut
and-
that out. I'm happy with that. Part of being a host of a podcast and part of being a voice actor wanting to get into radio is you just record shit. So times
Yeah,
when
you
I'm
record anything.
bored, I'll open up Audacity, pull up the lyrics on Genius.com, and just take half an hour to record an epic rap battle. And
To
it's
your
awesome.
credit, it took me like 5 minutes in to realize that those were yours and not just the regular ones.
Which sort of brings up a quick thing. I said it in our texty talk, but Gavin was on a YouTubers React thing of a guy who did a cover of Aisha, which is like this. I think it was like a
Aisha.
Perusian
That one.
song or something.
Some Russian. I thought it was Russian. Or no, not
But anyway,
Russian.
there's been a couple covers of it, and he mentioned that he wanted, or that he would like someone to write a love song about him. And then extras, the YouTubers React extras came out today, and he said that he would be like honored, or whatever, if someone did that. And so I rewrote the lyrics to Aisha and call it Gavino. And I will at least post the lyrics like underneath this video. But I might make a video.
Please sing it. Please sing it.
Also-
Oh my god, please sing it, Mary.
I'm a shit singer though, that's the thing.
I'll be your backup.
So was he. So was the
What?
guy in the video.
Yeah. Well, no, the
You
guy
probably
was. The
better
guy in the
than
video
I'm not
was-
gonna do a
was the guy
dance,
in the
though.
video
I'm-
singing it? I thought the song was already recorded. He was just like lipping. Wow.
Lip syncing.
I've gone lipping before. It's pretty fun, but it's not lip syncing.
What the fuck laugh was
Why am I
that?
being like looped? What the fuck?
God damn it.
Get lit.
Yeah, I noticed Gavin on that video because I'm a scrub. I watch those like
Strange
regardless of
sexual
who's in it.
innuendo.
So I like Gavin shows up. I'm like, whoa, what the?
Yeah, you're a scrub for liking YouTube content. How dare you?
Dude,
No,
I
but,
love
like,
the
really
episodes.
popular
where,
shit. Like I mean, like BuzzFeed stuff. I've said before. Fine Bros. The just bunch of other shit that like people that not necessarily watch the same things that we all watch, like Rooster Teeth and stuff, but the most mainstream you can get. I am guilty of watching that as well.
Who isn't? Hipsters
Well,
who are like, I'm too cool for that? What?
Why would you be guilty for watching that stuff? That's what
What's
I
a
don't.
good thing
I
if
feel
people
guilty
watch
watching
What
it.
does that mean?
Dude,
Why? Do you also have like right next to it like full penetrative hentai?
Jesus.
Yes.
And you're just confusing your.
So Chris
guilt?
fucking bleeped it all out last week. I'm gonna repeat it again because
Don't you dare,
I'm not
Marco.
happy with that.
Don't you dare.
What did he bleep? What did you bleep?
The description of this hentai, Marco was so enamored
Oh.
It
with.
wasn't even that bad. Wasn't even that
And I-
bad.
I
I've seen
bleeped
worse.
the whole thing.
Like last night.
I know you have, Marco, because you're
The
a fucking
octopi
freak.
and Godzilla have mated, and the offspring are angry.
That's fucking stereotypical.
Oh, Springer.
My Asian roots are offended, which is none of my
Your
roots.
Asian roots. Shut the fuck up.
Asian. Fuck off.
Okay, so you mentioned like being guilty for liking stuff. I heard a story a few days ago that Playboy is no longer doing nudes.
Fuck them.
They're
Which is
not.
actually funny, because I think it was either like podcast 2 or 3 or something. We talked about how Playboy needed to
Do we
change a
have
little
powers
bit.
now? Sweet, we have powers.
We were talking about Hugh Hefner and whether or not he's like into kinky shit or not, and like how much
Oh yeah,
he's banging.
we determined that like he fucks like a rabbit every day.
Oh no, it was episode 4 because Molly. It was Molly. Molly was there. Molly, who should be our permanent fourth, I think. Right?
Spoilers.
Is it really a
Go ahead.
spoiler?
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's fine. Yeah,
What?
she'll be hopefully next week. Molly
And then Peter
will be
is
here.
our first alternate,
yes.
right?
Yeah, Peter.
Okay.
Peter's second best.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit over here. Listen
Yeah,
to
you
this.
fucking.
It's the four
the
of
only
us,
reason
and
you're
then
here is because she was busy.
Yeah, it's because
Mr. Peter.jpg. Fucking loser.
I don't
Wow.
know
You're the asshole sitting over there having a fucking fiesta.
what
Can you hear them now?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck!
What's
you sons
this?
of bitches!
Okay, let's talk about boobs. Come on, guys, get on program here.
Now,
Or-
I wanna
or
talk
actually, we're talking about the
I wanna
lack
talk
of
about
boobs,
my
aren't
neighbors
we?
having a
No,
fiesta.
but that's the thing. Is nudes? Does nudes mean just like naked boobs, but then a girl's got an arm over them and she's like pressing them together or whatever, or
she's,
does
like,
it
covering
mean
her
just
vagina?
topless?
Full nudity.
No,
As-
nay.
I
Before we get
To
into
be granted,
that, when each and every one of us, and I know each and every one of us has gone the next level with it, what was your first experience like looking at a Playboy?
I've never looked at a Playboy.
What are you talking about?
Liar.
Like,
I
wait, I've never looked at like pornography magazines. I was always the internet.
You're fucking weird. I found
I'm
one in
16 years old,
one of my
guys.
aunts or uncles from my dad's side of the family.
Like the gateway drug was a Google search for me.
Jesus.
That was it.
God.
Like, that's all.
He's like, you just type in naked girls.
really
Like,
honestly I don't think I've ever looked at a Playboy. I look at Sports Illustrated more.
I did.
I
It
don't-
was a
I
fucking
don't-
great experience.
I don't think I've ever like physically picked up a Playboy and looked at it. I can't find any.
have.
Because
be
I'm
honest-
old, I have, and my brother used
Thank
to
you,
put them in the
Mary.
mail,
I'm not a
and
fucking
they
weirdo,
were
though.
covered by like a plastic cover that was black on both sides, so that you couldn't see the cover, so it wouldn't be like inappropriate. And he would get them every month, and one month I took it because I wanted to see what it was.
Nice. It's like, hey, asshole, this is mine. Holy shit.
And that's the
Yeah.
day you determined you were bisexual.
Nah,
How
I'm
do you
not
know she's
bisexual.
bisexual?
Are
Hey,
you
shut your
not?
fucking mouth, Chris. What do you know about people in the LGBT community? I am offended. Trigger warning. I'm done.
Shut up. You fake
off.
Asian.
How do you know that?
Because I know you.
You son of a bitch.
Damn it.
You never seen Manny Pacquiao?
What?
He's Mexican,
Manny
isn't he?
Pacquiao. No, he's not. He's from the fucking Philippines or something. Or where's that place that got invaded
shit.
by Spain?
Oh, shit.
If they got invaded by Spain, then they're like Spaniards. They're damn close to Mexicans, aren't they?
I'm from fucking Spain.
No, not at
Know your
all.
fucking history.
I mean, bro, my fucking people are from
Okay,
Spain. Like,
my comment was bad,
historically-
but Peter, that was so much worse.
Historically,
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Mexicans are like Indian tribes, sort of, but
Well,
Spaniards
no, they're
are
Indian tribes mixed
spin-offs of
with
white people.
Spaniards.
they didn't speak Spanish until the fucking Spanish came over and raped us.
Yeah, so, wow.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
that's how Mexicans were.
But he's
The-
absolutely right.
It's
He is
true.
absolutely
It happened.
The
right.
Mex-
It's
the
my
Mex-
experience,
the Mexic-
motherfucker. I'll say what I want.
Jesus, your experience. Shut up. The Mexicans we know now are actually hybrids between the Indians of the region and Spaniards.
Excuse
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, I know
Because
that.
there
but
were natives, there were Spaniards.
they have more in
So-
common with
There were
Indian
Aztecs.
tribes.
Their kids stopped being Spanish and became Mexican. I find it interesting
Why?
that
'Cause it was a
Mexican is
country?
technically a hybrid.
Get shit on, Marco.
What?
You fucking hybrid whore.
Mexico and what? Are we talking
Mexican-
about the word?
Mexicans, like the people,
Yeah,
are technically hybrids.
we're all fucking technically
Mexicans
hybrids.
like the people.
Yeah, why were you confused?
Not the not
I
the,
thought you meant
not
the
cover
word
band.
Mexican.
There's a
Yeah,
band out
we're
there
all
called
fucking
Mexicans
technically
like the
hybrids
people who
unless you're
just
from
got
Europe.
the biggest endorsement of their careers.
Yes, the word Mexican is a hybrid between Mexico and man.
What?
Really?
I'm-
no
I'm-
shit.
true.
I'm,
thought
ma-
it was
I'm,
like a
I'm
can
making
from
no,
Mexico.
I'm making fun of Mary. A can from Mexico.
That's why I was
Una
confused
lata,
because you were
you know?
saying
A lata.
Mexican is a hybrid, and I'm like, what?
I said Mexicans are a hybrid.
You said Mexican. The word
Not Mexicant.
singular.
Shut up, Marco.
Fuck off.
We are off to a
So,
nailed
tremendous start.
ourselves in the worst way possible.
Boobs
Viva
and racism
Playboy
is
Mansion.
how we start.
We were supposed to be talking about tits, and here we are talking about like geography and fucking how racist
History.
coexisted and hybrid into
History
each other.
and rape and honey and.
Shut up,
Honey.
What?
What?
Oh yeah, we'll get to
Honey
that in a
rape.
minute. Anyways, Playboy no longer doing nudes.
Fuck them.
Which, if that means more like Meg Turney style Playboy shoots, I'm on board for that. Not just because it was Meg, but she's the
Yeah.
connector piece.
The reason I did look into it, the reason Playboy decided to make the switch, they were planning the switch a long time ago. It's because their traffic on their website was going way down, and every time they would post a non-nude photo shoot, like with Meg Turney, their traffic would go through the roof. They
Well,
determined
no,
it
because
they,
Meg Turney is a high-profile person in like
they
the internet. That's
no
why.
they determined that nudity isn't sexual
Associated with them
nudity is
anymore.
becoming more taboo, and that it's the PG-13 images that are going to drive traffic through the roof. It's because
Listen,
like
I only
Also,
It's 'cause,
because you
like-
can look at them when you're at the library.
it's yeah, and you go into public and you pull out a Playboy, people are like, oh, look at that pervert. It's because it's full of nude people. It's like they're trying to change
Women. Nude women.
nude women. Sorry,
There's
they're
never
trying
been
to
a cock
change.
in Playboy.
They're trying to change
There's been a
the
cock
way
in me
people
for sure. I
view.
know that.
Chicken!
Hey, El
The-
Pollo. I just
Shout out
had
to
I
like the
just had
first
chicken.
censor of the episode.
Second, actually, sir. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't taint my fucking reputation.
Taint.
God damn it, Mary.
Listen, this is just a very slow process to you coming out of the closet as something. I don't know what it is yet.
I think Chris killed himself.
Yeah, Chris is just looking at the Skype call with just utter disappointment. Like I can,
It's
I know
not
he's not
too
making
late
a
to
sound.
start
I can just
over.
feel it radiating from where he's at right now.
No, he
I
muted
was-
his mic and he's currently trashing his room.
He's throwing shit.
He'll get frustrated enough to stick a finger up his butt, and that'll be that.
Why'd I pick Marco over Peter? God damn it!
I should have brought James in. I fucking knew it.
I actually, so Marco, you said like the people having a fiesta next to your house, they were
Downstairs. They
Down-
are downstairs,
sorry,
at
downstairs.
my apartment. In
you
their
were
backyard.
worried about them being too loud and coming across on your recording. I actually
Yeah.
went to James and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna have to put you on reserves Marco might have to quit out. So it's like I put James on the reserves for this episode because I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to make it.
Yeah, I can hear them. I'm amazed you aren't, or the recording isn't.
No, it's not. And usually, like, Skype picks up everything for some reason, and I can't hear jack.
They're just out of radius because the way I do, I face my wall. I mean, I face towards the rest of the room so that the microphone is facing the wall. I'm in a corner right now, so that I don't get all the fucking all the noise. And it's literally just the microphone can only pick up my voice. Well, directly.
Right. That's why I use a condenser mic.
Yeah.
For those of you who
she's
don't know,
fucking
I use a condenser mic. It's a more intricate inner workings, and it actually picks up significantly less than a dynamic mic.
So I don't know about you guys,
Put that in your pipe and smoke
I
it.
like me some video games. What do you guys think about Minecraft Story Mode? Have you played it so far? Have you had any
I
thoughts on
haven't
that?
played it, but I've seen plenty of videos, and I don't like it.
Yeah,
I've really-
for me, it's like I feel like it's too. This is gonna sound like a douchey thing to say, but they have so many people that are doing the voices who are very well known and talented people. But knowing them and knowing who they are just kind of makes it like less genuine for me. Like I feel like this is just a product of a big film company or something like that. I can't.
Well, I think that might be a problem with your suspension of disbelief then.
That makes
My problem doesn't even go that deep. I just don't like the concept of
I don't
giving
either.
Minecraft a story mode. Because
Like, that's
it
not what
ruins
Minecraft
it
was.
ruins the original concept of the game.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
don't think.
Not ruins it.
I don't think it can ruin it,
It's
yeah.
completely counteractive
It
to the
differs
original
to
concept of
original
the game.
concept, which is literally just being in this random place. You just show up there, and you're like, well, crap, now I gotta build my world. I gotta build my life. I gotta build everything, And where there's this is already an existing world. They're going to a convention in the first episode.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
What would have been cool is if they actually made the story mode around that. Like if someone showed up here, there's no one else, and they
Yeah.
start they have to build their house, and then they start finding things there.
They have to be
Like a story mode could work if the story was good.
That's the
Anything,
biggest fuck you they've probably gotten. That's like the biggest fuck you this game has gotten since its release.
I don't think it's a big deal.
There's
That's a
my
huge-
review.
That's a huge
I'm putting that on
fuck
the fucking
you.
Steam reviews right now.
Yeah.
The
God.
story could have been good if the story was good.
Yep. But I think I liked where parts of it going. I love the fucking pig character already. I just adorable.
Yeah,
It's
there's
like,
some
I
things
don't-
about it that are enjoyable. It's like, hey,
And
I like this. I just don't like the concept. I don't think it was worth it to make a story mode for a game like Minecraft.
It might be difficult for me to just have that kind of connection too with characters, especially in Telltale games, which Telltale does a great job of making, characters, and they make fun games. I really enjoyed Wolf Among Us and Walking Dead and all that, but it's like I don't feel a terrible amount of connection. Obviously, this is a Minecraft character, so I feel even less connection to him because he doesn't look like an actual person.
It's
Wow, you're like sexist or racist or something.
What?
Humanist.
humanist.
Do you like the
One of
game,
them.
Mary? Do you like it?
I don't know. I haven't played it yet.
I mean, from what you've seen, have you seen none of it?
I very little, but I can't
I think we
imagine
all just need a.
disliking.
Someone's
I'm-
clicker is going off. Hello, high up.
What now?
Yeah, I keep hearing a clicking, like keyboard.
It might have been me. I had to fix my desktop.
Oh, that was it then. All right, continue,
I'll
Mary.
be my make if I have to do that.
No, run.
God.
Where? What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Nothing now.
Doing something?
What the fuck's happening here?
What
Sounded like something.
what were you doing then?
No, run. You playing the game?
Nah. I'm no.
Mary's playing fucking video games right now.
So am I, but at least I'm trying to be quiet about it.
Are you guys?
Oh
fucking
my
kidding
god,
me?
are you serious? I did it as a bit, dude.
Y'all are
Really?
playing video
And I'm
games.
actually doing it.
Oh my god.
Okay, Peter's not first alternate
Nothing
anymore.
but 100% dedication
Talking
to the
about?
podcast. 100%
Fuck
dedication.
you, Peter.
What the fuck? I play like when the topic is not around me, I don't have to contribute. I'm like, all right, I'll play a little bit of this still.
Pay
I'll come back.
attention,
Oh, they're talking
son of
about
a
shit. All right,
bitch.
let's see what I can contribute.
Oh my
It was like
God.
once I said my thing about the fucking Playboy, I was like, all right, I'll go somewhere else then.
Wow. Hey, fuck Playboy. I'm gonna go play video games like a loser.
Hey, fuck talking about Playboy. I don't want to talk about boobs. I want to play video games.
Boobs.
Well,
Or,
I
no,
mean,
we're talking about the lack of boobs, guys. Come on.
Unless there's some boobs like in front
Boobs
of me,
ain't no
I'd
Pokemon
rather
I ever heard
probably
of.
play video games.
Well, no, like there are still boobs in Playboy. They're just not naked.
I mean, then what's the point? Hey, you can go ahead and.
I wish we
bash
would
me
not
for that.
sexualize boobs anymore.
I mean, they're really
because-
not sexual at all, but.
Yeah,
I mean,
they are,
still
because
like 'em.
people still get bent out of shape when women breastfeed
No,
in
but I
public,
mean, like,
and people still
they're
get
not supposed to
bent
be
out of
like
shape at
sexual.
nude
They're supposed to
beaches.
be to feed babies. You know, it's
Yeah,
not
I know
like-
what they're for.
You're a woman, Alice, so good.
Oh
You
my
have the-
God.
You know better
Don't
than
educate
me.
me, bro. I know what
I
they're
don't
for.
have boobs. I wish I did, but I don't. Because if I had
Jesus
boobs, I'd just be
Christ.
playing with them all the time.
Well,
Okay, so that
I
is
do
one
play
of the
with them all the
silences
time.
I'm leaving in this episode. Marco talking about boobs and just not getting a reaction.
And having boobs. Boobology. This
we're getting weird. We're getting weird, guys. Can we just talk about like Ruby or something, please?
Well, because, like, boobs are boobs, right? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if they're naked or not. Boobs are boobs.
They're really nothing. There's nothing
yeah, it
special.
kind
about
of does.
when you think about it.
I just wish that regardless of whether or not they were in clothes or out of them, they wouldn't be instantly sexualized. But that's something that it'll come down. The
Well,
pipes eventually.
it's because it's used as an erogenous zone. Like, that's going to happen no matter what it is. And no
I
matter
think
what
it
the
all
actual
stems in
intention
general
is.
So
from the
men
fact
have
that
nipples too, and that's the erogenous part.
Subconsciously, I like guys' pecs.
Well, yeah,
But I
like,
think
women
it
will...
comes from the fact that, well, I think as babies, we're breastfed, so we have some kind of, like, I guess...
Do you want to suck on
attractive-
dudes' nipples, Marco? Sounds like you want to suck on dudes' nipples. That's totally cool. I'm just saying.
Listen,
Let's put it in the column.
are you gonna judge me? Is anybody gonna judge me?
I'm not going
really,
to judge
if I
you.
do?
I'm not
listen,
going to judge you. This
I
just in, though. Mary is fine with the podcast sucking on her nipples.
No,
Bam.
she's
What?
not.
How about that, Internet?
The fuck
What
is
the
wrong
fuck,
with you,
Chris?
dude?
That's not what she said.
Oh my
That's
God.
exactly what you said.
Did you want to
So
suck
he-
on dudes' nipples? Not these nipples, Chris.
Oh,
I'd like
Mary,
to-
I
I'd
completely
like-
misheard you.
Wow, I like to call James in. Can we
Okay,
get James
Chris,
in?
you are not allowed
I
to
can,
bleep
leave.
that out at
I
all
wanna
because
hang
you're
up.
a terrible person.
I'm so sorry, Mary. I completely misheard you.
This is why you
We know
ask,
what's
wait,
on your
do you
fucking
ask in the
mind.
beginning, say, hey, wait, did you say these
Fucking-
boobs or dudes' boobs?
I didn't think I had to ask because I didn't think it could have been anything
You didn't
different.
ask, you assumed.
You
Peter,
didn't think she could have
you've-
been saying dudes' tits that I like to suck on dudes'
You've been
nipples?
Peter. You've been dethroned as the king of the perverts. Chris,
Yes.
pass the crown.
But just
Peter, pass
like
the crown
Mary,
over.
that'll give you an insight on what goes on in Chris's head.
The
and
crown
how,
is a
like,
tentacle
he was
dildo, by the way.
Really down for that. He was down.
Hey, you didn't have to buy one. I would have given you a gift card.
Oh my god.
Chris, are you just like completely mortified? Because that'd make me feel a little bit better.
Fuck, a little bit, yeah.
I'm looking at the
I don't
list
just
and,
go around with like my boobs going, "Hey, you should suck on these."
I was looking at the. I was looking
I'm
at
not
the
like
bullet
Buddha
points
with
and
boobs.
managed to miss Awu and stuff. I was looking at the bullet points.
God.
That's why.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ,
Change
God.
the
dude.
subject.
God,
I
Lamar
really,
Odom?
I
We
really
know-
do feel bad.
You don't know
I
who
really
Lamar
do.
Who that
Odom is?
I have no idea who that is. Basketball
Okay.
player or something.
Okay, I am expert on the Kardashians, unfortunately. Khloe Kardashian. It's
Hot.
her like estranged husband. He's a basketball player.
She's single.
No, somewhere in between.
That's
She also couldn't stand watching someone she loved throw their entire life away, so she left him. That's interesting. Somehow
Jesus.
I have parallels to that. I don't know how, but I feel a kinship with her. Anyway, he went to the Moonlight Bunny Ranch in Carson City or just outside of Carson City or something, Nevada, wherever it is. I I have a history with that place, sort of. Not really a direct history, but I know about it because I watch about every 3-4 months. I watch all of their documentary called Cat House that was on HBO back in the 90s or the early 2000s. And it's just a, it's a legal brothel, and it's he went there for an extended stay, took a lot of drugs, and almost died. And then he went to a coma, and I guess he's out of the coma now, but he has to have a breathing thing to help him. Some serious shit, man. Don't take drugs.
Yeah, so they found...
I just came up with next week's vulgar thing I'm going to say, so I'm laughing a bit.
So
Sorry.
they found cocaine and... What was it? Like some sort of... some sort of... herbal rub? That was really just pot.
You know, when you're in a gas station and you see,
it was like a pot oil rub.
Yeah,
like
you know when you're in a
extensive
gas
amounts of
station, you
that.
see, like, weird pills for different things, like energy or stimulation.
Oh,
or,
it was
you
it was herbal male
aphrodisiac.
enhancement supplements.
Right.
So it was
I'm
like-
the only one that
it was
notices when
really
there's,
just a
there's
pop
a certain seasonal time where celebrities start like dying or get like this guy's in critical condition.
Listen,
there's a certain time of year
I
where
think the
people
only
just start
reason he
dying.
didn't die is because he's like 6'7" or some shit. I think it's because he's a really big guy. I think that's the only reason he didn't die, because his best friend Jamie, I think that was his name, died just a few months ago from fucking cocaine overdose or something like that.
Huh. You'd think
So-
that'd give him like maybe a thing like maybe I shouldn't do cocaine.
You
I
think
can't
so?
Imagine
You think so?
if you've got Khloe Kardashian's ass in your life, why you would do anything to fuck that up.
Right? Like, what the fuck? What kind of idiot? Oh, dude. So, this guy's a football player, right? And
He's a basketball player.
He's an athlete. He is, to my knowledge, from, I think I've seen pictures of him, he is African American.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
a black dude, yep.
Khloe Kardashian is a beautiful adult
Armenian?
woman. She's kind of on the short side.
No.
No?
She's
Which
the
one?
tallest one. She's like 5'9",
fuck that.
5'10".
Well,
She's the
this
one they
reminds me
call
of how-
ugly.
I remember when
'Cause she's bigger,
what's her name? The girl who was
taller.
Sam in iCarly.
Jeanette McCurdy.
Jeanette McCurdy.
Oh.
Really gorgeous woman. When she was going out with that really tall, I think, basketball player guy, I'm like, she's like the size of his hip. Like, she was up to his hip or something. And I'm
That
like,
she
reminds
didn't-
me
she
one of
barely came
Shaq's
up to him.
ex-girlfriends
can
was
you
like
imagine
5'2".
that? Like, Jesus.
Like, I saw a picture of them, and then I saw that Grand Theft Auto picture where someone has the big black van next to, like, a small pink... with a small pink, like smart car with the Brazzers logo on it.
But
But it's like,
basically, what I'm saying is, like, holy hell, that must have, like, gone in there and then come out through her mouth or something, man. Jesus.
Oh
Like
my
a
God.
kebab.
You're talking about a dick?
I knew, Marco, you motherfucker, I knew this conversation was going to that comment, and I'm still disappointed in you for that comment.
No,
I knew it was
Khloe
coming.
is tall. Like, she's the tallest of the Kardashians.
Ah.
And so, she's
They're all
taller than me,
very-
and I'm
they're-
pretty tall.
They're all very pretty women, and they, anybody is lucky to have them.
I know. No. I know exactly
Anger
why.
Kanye.
I know exactly why Lamar decided to, like, get away from the Kardashians. It's because they're all
Yeah.
fucking insane.
Yeah, you don't. Stick
No
your
amount
dick
of
in pussy, that's
no
what we want.
no amount of ass
Courtney,
and titties
Courtney
can
has 3 kids,
can
and she's
help an
she's
insane
trying
woman.
to, just be a mom. What?
What? No amount of
Chloe is
I can't hear a thing.
somewhat
My audio just went
vocal
to like
about shit.
shit.
Kim is the one who's like, the fuck is going on with her?
yeah,
Chris-
Kim.
So I guess
Kim is
Kanye
with
West
Kanye.
belongs
Caitlyn
in that
and
family.
Kendall and the other one.
Who is it? It's
Kendall and
Courtney, Chloe, Kim, Kendall. Are the
Kendall
four
and
daughters.
Kylie are the young ones, the like 19
That
and
Kylie
20-year-old.
dope.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so fucking sick of hearing about her.
And then there's Kim, Courtney, and Chloe.
Who has that many
Kim,
kids?
Courtney's oldest, then Kim, then Chloe. If that
And
matters.
then
I used to be really
Kris
into the
Jenner's mom.
Kardashians until I realized that
That Goku,
everything
where
they
it's at?
do is about self-promotion, and it just sort of makes me sick to my stomach because that's a huge disconnect from like the real world. It
The
just
only
makes me really
the
uncomfortable.
only
That's
reason
like-
I know their names is because the news is obsessed with those fucking cunts, and I hate it.
Jesus.
That's the only reason I know their names is because I can't go a goddamn day without hearing about them.
Don't watch
I mean, the only
fucking
reason I
news
know
then,
Kim's
man.
name was from a certain video that I'm not going to go into detail about. I'm gonna
God,
fucking
Did you
end
did
my
you guys
life.
ever watch Parks and
I'm
Rec?
gonna fucking end my
A
life.
few times, yeah. Off and
So
on.
fucking done right now.
Chris Pratt
you
was on
sons
it,
of
and
bitches.
he has an outtake where they're like they're at a meeting and people are like, everybody loves a comeback story, and they start naming people who are like comebacks, like
Yep.
Robert Downey Jr. and stuff, and he goes, Kim Kardashian, and they're like, well, I don't, and he goes, well, she got cum on her in the video on her.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
put
like
that in the
50
linked up
times
if I can.
funnier when he does it.
I'm gonna try and find that video and put it in the linked up. That was fucking hysterical.
There's
It's
a
like,
video that's called like
What,
best
the video?
of
Like
Chris
the
Pratt
video?
on Parks
Because
and
I
Rec.
got plenty of links to really good HD versions.
No, Marco.
God damn it, Marco.
No.
I mean, I'm just
The
saying.
video
But
of the
so-
outtake, not the
Kanye
video
got
of
it good,
the
man.
video.
Kanye
So-
hooked a good one.
Kardashian related bloopers. I was watching a video of a news team, and they had some story about one of the daughter's bunnies or something. It was
I
something
know what this
stupid,
is.
and the guy
know
was
what
like
this is.
maybe 3 sentences into the story, and he quit. He walked off the set, and you can hear him behind the cameras. He's like, he was so fed up with talking about the Kardashians.
The Kardashians.
He
Yes,
wasn't
he's
going to
like-
talk about
He's
another
like, why
news
are they
story.
Who
news?
cares
Why is
about
their
the
fucking
Kardashians?
pet news?
It was so
I did-
funny. It was
I've
like
just
this
noticed
is
love
the
that
irony.
man.
though.
Give that man a medal.
Do you
He
guys
still
realize
has the
that
job.
we're bitching about the Kardashians here? We're talking about them right now.
Fuck!
Well,
Those
I
sons
mean,
of bitches, I knew
It's
it.
a cultural thing.
So, anyways, the PS4 price dropped.
There was no even segue there. You could have been like, I would love to play on Kim Kardashian's Xbox. Speaking of Xbox, the PS4.
I'd like to stop
price
talking
dropped.
about Kim Kardashian and play some video games. Speaking of video games,
Well, yeah, I guess that one was better. Mine was
That's a
funnier,
little bit
though.
better.
speaking of video games, brand new game just got greenlit. Rooster Teeth
Ruby
official game,
Grimm
Ruby Grimm
Eclipse.
Eclipse.
I've
Yeah,
intentionally
four-player.
We were
Hack
like
and slash
synced up,
co-op.
Peter.
I've intentionally not read anything about the game.
Me too.
I want to
would
be
like to just
surprised by its
experience
release.
it.
The only thing I know about it is the title. I've intentionally not read anything about it. I want to be totally surprised when the game drops.
Me too. I'm very excited. I'm all aboard the hype train.
Spoiler
I
alert,
saw-
it contains
I saw-
the 4 Ruby team.
I saw the like little trailer thing that came out, but that's really
Yeah.
all I've seen of it.
I've not
I
even
mean,
seen that.
it's gonna be awesome. I still play RT versus Zombians all the fucking time, just because it's like funny and weird and fucking hard as shit once you get hit by an alien and your health goes down. There's like no way to get health back in that game except like a random drop. Anyway. I can bitch
What I
about that
thought-
all day,
oh.
but
What I thought was really cool is like I saw the announced trailer go up and it's like, oh, it's on Steam Greenlight. I should go. I'll go greenlight it. When I went to go greenlight it, it had already been greenlit.
yep.
It is currently like people talk about super hot was greenlit in like 4 days. This was greenlit in like 24 hours. Mm-hmm. It is currently holds the record for the fastest greenlit game.
Okay, but everybody in Rooster Teeth made a tweet about it, linking you to where to vote for it. And if you just take the number of people who are subscribed to Rooster Teeth on YouTube, or just subscribed, or just like follow them on Twitter, or follow anybody from Rooster Teeth on Twitter, of course it was going to get greenlit in like 2 seconds. Are they kidding me?
Though, I mean, let's not assume that everybody, because I know for a fact that's not true, that everybody who's subscribed to Rooster Teeth likes Ruby. I'd go
Ruby,
better
yeah.
from like, I'd go for the numbers of like the actual views on the video, on the episodes themselves.
No,
Not even the
because like
views. I just went for
you
the
get
number of how many
Lindsay
people were
or
on the
Michael
subreddit
or
for Ruby.
like Jeff made a tweet.
point,
Gavin
that-
made. Everybody loves Gavin. They'll just do whatever. Gavin asked them to do. And it takes 2 seconds. If you're active on
that son
Steam,
of a
it takes
bitch,
2 seconds to
he'd use
vote.
it for evil.
Well, have you guys seen the episode of the RT podcast where Gavin tweets something stupid like "I breathe air," and in 10 minutes he had like 2,000 retweets. There's like 2,000 retweets in 10 minutes for "I breathe air."
Yeah.
But people. That's the weirdest thing too. When people from anywhere recently, any celebrity makes a tweet that isn't necessarily retweetable. It doesn't. It's not a saying. It's not a phrase. It's not a picture or anything. It's just something specific about what's going on in that person's life, and they retweet it. I'm like, who are you retweeting that for? I don't.
Yeah, I don't retweet. I favorite things, and then I occasionally clear out my favorites.
I retweet things if they're funny, or I can share them, and it'll be funny, coming from me or anybody.
Yeah, but I have 14 people that follow me. Nobody needs to get a retweet from me.
I have 101 followers. Thank you very much. God.
You can, for example,
Barbara.
For example, you can retweet this podcast at RT Fancast.
Damn
listen. If I wasn't
Hashtag
on
RT
it,
Fancast.
Yeah, you can also tweet at us using the hashtag RT Fancast.
I would tweet at
or
the
you can
RT
flag us
Fancast.
We'd love to read your questions on the podcast.
But I wouldn't
Fancast.
self-promote because it makes me feel dirty.
I am a promotional whore. I do not
was
give
that,
a
Marco?
fuck.
You started a sentence and you didn't finish it, Marco.
No, I didn't say anything.
Uh-oh.
No, you're wrong, MaryPat. I absolutely finished it. Chris just talked over me.
Oh, well, when you get his audio, let me know what he said.
I'll be sure to bump up the end of Marco's sentence right there.
Fuck.
But it's I don't feel bad for promoting I don't feel bad for promoting the podcast. I don't.
Okay, yeah, but it's like your baby though. I don't want to promote something that I'm on.
It's no
Marco!
It's no worse than Taylor Lautner.
What?
Hey, there's a Twilight
Chris,
joke if you
if this is your baby, I am
he
doing
didn't defile her while she was still a
unspeakable
baby.
things to it.
Come on. She was a
I need to be
full-grown
arrested
half
for the things I'm doing to
vampire
this
before
baby.
they banged.
suck and I hate you.
Oh my god.
Me?
Why'd you compare it to a baby?
How are we gonna transition out of this shit?
Well, babies happen to be some people in the RT community. JK are parents have had babies.
Just stop. You're not doing a good job.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're trying to segue to, dude.
I don't think he knows what
and
he's
babies,
trying to segue to.
Babies such as Chris like Power Rangers. So Power Rangers is going from Super Sentai to Super Hentai. Apparently.
But they're actually not. That's not true.
What's it about, Chris?
I just wrote it in there for a joke.
Oh, fuck you, Peter. God damn it. Are you fucking kidding me?
So Chris made the terrible mistake of letting anybody edit this one Google document.
Oh my god!
And of course we're all anonymous.
We're all,
earlier he was talking about he highlighted it. Now he just deleted it. Talking about Power Rangers this morning, and I had to wake up to that.
Okay, so this is for somebody my age. This is one of the things that happen when you do podcasts with children.
Podcasts
I'm
with
going
children.
to end my life.
Are you calling us children?
Yeah,
MaryPat?
yeah. I mean, you're younger than some of the other people we've had on the podcast, so yeah. I'd say I'm the old. Old maid? Is that the card game? I'm
You're
the old
wise
maid.
one.
Old Maid is a card game, yes.
So, what the shit?
Oh fuck!
You guys are being fucking assholes in this
And
Google
this is
Doc
not
right
gonna.
now.
This is not gonna.
So audio
be
listeners,
good
basically
content.
we're
This
basically
Google
having
Doc
a
just
fucking,
got deleted
yeah.
and then reset, and there's a
Yeah.
whole bunch of shit happening
Chris is
to
doing
it.
God knows what to the document where we put the topics. I don't
I'm
know what he's
gonna-
doing, crazy son of a bitch.
beat
We've been
all of
going
you to
for
death.
like 30-something minutes. Why don't we just quit and just start over?
God, yeah.
Try
we
again.
should start
Screw it.
over.
We're going with
No,
it.
it's fine. We're fine. We could get out of this hole.
Okay, but do you
Anyway,
remember
so
how good
now
the
that
podcast was
shit
with
is
Molly?
gone, I'm going to bring
great.
it back close to home a little in lovely California. So, California
my
banned
home, bitch.
Redskins as a team name for sports.
Yeah, they called it too racist.
Yeah, I disagree.
And Redskin, all of the there are a few high schools, and I think like a small university It's affected by the name can't be associated with Redskins. The mascot cannot be associated with Redskins. But it's not going to happen for like a year and a half to give the schools time to change.
I know for a fact I've seen a logo of a team where it's a literal Native American with a very, very colored face that would like suggest that same name. So I'm just like, that's pretty fucked up. But the name itself, I wouldn't take it as that unless you put it on, unless you actually make the person
your mascot
look like
was a
that.
Potato.
Yes.
There's one pro team. Oh, so Florida State.
I think that was the on-the-spot
Seminoles.
joke.
The Atlanta Braves will do the Seminole chant. And no one considers that racist.
Well,
It's weird that California jumped on the no Redskins allowed kind of rule. I don't like it. It's like
I don't think that it ever should have been allowed to begin with, if it could be considered racial slur, which it was.
I get to meet a Native American in California.
See, but like, it's 2015.
Well,
If it's been a racial slur this whole time, why is it taken to the year 2015 to figure that out?
I don't know
You know
why
what's
does
been a
Mitt
racial slur this
Romney
entire time?
have a
Apparently-
place that his family goes that's called like N-word Creek or something.
What the fuck? Whoa, you can't just throw that word around, Chris.
No,
Go
it's
ahead,
like written on a
Pat.
fucking rock. I mean, it's not appropriate, but people still do it. KKK still like, fucking exists. There's still people like Donald Trump who spouting their racism everywhere. It doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean it should be happening. The
Do you guys
Redskin
know
thing should have
that,
been solved a long time ago.
It's really weird how during Halloween time everybody throws the word spooky around. The first part of that word that I'm not going to say on its own is apparently a racial slur. I didn't know that until recently.
See, when I hear the word spook, I think CIA.
What?
What?
Oh, Spock.
What?
What?
Are you
Spock?
what?
When you hear spook, you think CIA. What does that mean?
Okay.
Like a
hang on,
CIA
hang on.
spook.
Is Marco thinking of and you
Like
might have
a
to censor me?
secret
Spick?
No, that's my word.
I have no idea what that word means.
No, there's apparently
Spick,
people
like
people
Mexican?
have said. Yeah, I looked it up. Spook, which, you know, when you say spooky or I got spooked or something like that, is a racial slur for black people. This is what I read. And
Probably
I didn't know that.
some
That
sort of
sounds so
connotation with-
vague.
Yeah. No, it's
Maybe
in that.
that's why
It's in
people
that
say
"I'm
I got
Black"
spooked.
song from Hair, though.
Hmm.
Or I think the song is actually called "Colored Spade."
I feel like people can get away. I feel like spook isn't that bad because it is like a word
But isn't that like
outside
what a
of
secret
the
agent
potential
is? Like a
racial
CIA
slur.
spook?
Yeah.
Or an
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
spook.
spook is also like a regular, like fully English noun, and it's a verb.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, let me just tell you right now, you come to my neighborhood, fool, you're going to get spooked.
I feel like that makes it a racial thing coming from you.
No, because
No.
I'm Mexican. No, I'm going to jump out in a fucking sheet and go boo.
Look, it's okay.
By the
'cause
way,
he's
if
Mexican.
I meet you guys and you ever
And
decide to
retarded.
scare me, you will get punched in the face because
Oh,
that
I
is
know.
my-
I don't go around scaring people that could easily, like, wreck
Mary,
my
do
shit.
you-
That's
No,
not-
no, no.
that's
I'm
not
just
somewhere I wanna
saying
go.
Do you scare
that in
easy,
the
Mary?
first second of being afraid of something, I scream and I punch.
Mary,
I'm
do you
just saying,
scare
like,
easy?
Yes, I do.
I got kicked out of
Extremely
a
easily.
Knott's Scary
Good
Farm.
to know.
Knott's Berry Farm is a theme park in California, and during Halloween time, it becomes Knott's Scary Farm. Haha, puns. And I got in a, like...
Is it not scary?
I got in a disagreement with a certain cast member dressed as the werewolf, or fucking Wolfman, because their job is to, you know, spook you.
What?
Their job is to scare you and like follow you around, and make you feel creeped out. They're not going to put their hands on you, but their job is to scare you. I didn't like that one bit because I'm a giant wuss. So yeah, I just kept like,
Well,
there was a point where I started running, and he chased after me. I'm like, "Fuck, this guy's at it. This guy's coming for me."
This year at Halloween
and then
Horror Nights,
I
there
tried to
aren't
hit him
safe
with a
zones.
lightsaber.
You did not.
I did.
Idiot.
He took it away from me, and he broke it.
Oh well,
Oh,
that's
shit.
bad. See,
Good,
that's
because
I told him-
you're about to
I told him to
assault
get
an
the-
employee.
I told him to get the fuck back. I said, "Hey, get the fuck back, or I swear to God, I'm gonna hit you." And yeah, he took it from me, like bent it, and then one of my friends, who was a super nice guy, except he was a piece of shit, he went, got it back from him, and like, because he was a threatening guy, and I was not. I'm a small little like weakling. But yeah, he got my lightsaber back, and I'm like, yeah, suck my dick, Wolfman.
You're about to insult an employee. Of course he's going to take your lightsaber. Fucking
Gordon,
idiot.
You almost assaulted somebody. No shit, you got thrown out.
I didn't get thrown out. I left of my own accord. Thank
He
you.
got chased.
Almost got thrown out. Sorry.
He got chased by the guy.
He was chasing me,
And
and I was
he's
a scared
clearly
little boy.
saying, stay
I
the
was like
fuck
12.
back.
It's his job.
So this was like last year?
Fuck you.
No, I'm on Marco's side, unless new information comes up. But right now I'm on
No.
Marco's
No.
side because
No.
Listen to me.
that's
I
some
wasn't
fucked up
actually
shit.
going to hit him. I was a 12-year-old little boy. He's like double my size. This is a grown man. You think he'd be able to leave
Dressed
me
as a
alone?
werewolf chasing you, like that's not okay. That's not cool. There are other people
part
you
of
can
the
fuck
fucking
with.
experience.
I know
like,
this
you knew what
wasn't
you were
scare
going
you, but
into.
I mean, like, he
Yeah,
was
like,
going at it.
that's-
He was following me around for a good 10
something.
minutes.
That's something you have to expect going
Like,
into
that's
something
10
like that.
Like that's like I can get like maybe 5 or so
Okay.
minutes, but 10 minutes.
But
seems like an
at
exaggeration.
Halloween Horror Nights up till this year, they've had like safe zones,
All
and
right,
they've
now,
also
Halloween Horror Nights. I don't fuck with.
they also train the people who work Halloween Horror Nights to be aware, like they're supposed to go after the people who are hard to scare, who look hard to scare, like the parents or
Yeah.
older people or stuff like that. But like the teenage girls and the kids and stuff, they're supposed to like do little scares. I have a lot of friends who work at Universal Studios.
That guy
and it's
and
not,
that guy could not have defended saying, "Oh, I looked older." No, because I looked even younger than I was. I was 12. I probably looked like
Hey,
an
you look
8-year-old.
12 now. Well,
No,
I mean, like,
I look at least 14 now. Thank you.
yeah.
I mean,
I
you
gave
can't.
you that. I gave you 14.
Plus,
doesn't
my
ma-
haircut was stupid, so I looked even more. Like,
it doesn't matter what age you look. You still look like you're underage.
Yeah. So as
Yeah.
long as I
so
look
it's
like
like-
that, it's like, listen, asshole. You jump out at me, I'll be like, oh god, real scary. But when you
Yeah,
start following me
right?
around and
Scaring is
chasing me through the
fine.
park,
But when you start chasing somebody down, chasing a kid down,
Nah.
that's a kid no matter the way you tell the story, even by age, by like actual age or by appearance, that's not cool. And so
Nah.
I
It's
would
like, okay.
I would have done that. I would have hit somebody or tried to hit somebody for like chasing after me if I was a kid.
Yeah, and then
also, it was
you
a
can't
fucking
bitch
cheap
about getting
$14 plastic lightsaber.
and then you can't
know?
and then you can't bitch about whatever you hit him with getting taken away.
He
No, I
didn't
wasn't
hit
bitching.
him.
I wasn't bitching they took it away. I was just saying they took it away. I don't care that
You
he
can't
took it away.
expect
That
every
wasn't my-
goddamn haunted house or scary attraction to be pussified just for you.
That wasn't
No
my
shit, there's
fault.
gonna be
That's
shit
not
you don't
what
like or
he's
don't agree
saying.
with.
It wasn't-
It's
and
fine
listen
to
to
go
me,
into a
it
haunted
wasn't a
house and be
scary-
scared, but then when someone starts
scary house,
chasing you
a
after
scary
you make it
maze,
clear
you
you're
decide
not
to go
down
into.
for that.
I went into that park and was walking around the park on my own with my friends. I wasn't fucking going into a spook house.
Margot,
You keep doing
God.
that.
this
Damn
reminds
it.
me. Hold on, real quick. This reminds me of in Clerks 2, where Randall's like trying to make Porch Monkey a thing,
I'm
like
taking
trying
it back,
to take
you
the
guys.
racial. Yeah, exactly. And then like he puts on the back of his shirt and tape Porch Monkey for life because he takes it as like a lazy person who just sits on a
Not
porch
a lazy
all
black
day.
person.
Yeah, exactly. I think is that what you're trying to do?
Yes,
Marco?
basically. Because I don't see the word. I don't see the word as a racial slur, but apparently it is. Like I've been using the word spooky to describe scary stuff all my life. Except,
You can
know,
bleep that, Chris, if you want. The term.
What, porch monkey?
Yes.
Okay.
In the context of the movie, it's not meant to be offensive, but in the context
no.
of just a conversation, it might
In the
be,
context
so.
of coming out of Marco's mouth, it's gonna be offensive.
That should be today's like underline thing of the podcast. Just like whatever comes out of Margot's mouth is bleeped.
Come.
Yeah.
No, that's going.
Oh, but it's okay to fucking say I'm a cum gurgler, but it's bad to say porch monkey.
I made a
God
joke
damn it, Marco.
with one word. I didn't say
Sakes.
any of that other shit. And Chris has already talked about how I want the whole podcast to suck my nipples. Like,
Chris
it
called
could-
me a spick earlier.
No, I called you a spick. You
Oh,
called
Peter
yourself
called me a
a
spick
spick.
Who's
earlier.
You guys are fucking
guys,
assholes.
guys.
Jesus.
None
Children.
of us are racist.
Okay, so Marco, you're an idiot.
You
Peter,
have
you're
fun
an idiot.
editing
Mary,
this
I
shit,
told
man.
you I'm sorry for mishearing you.
California, you're stupid for banning that name. It means nothing. Just get rid of the logo.
No, not even get rid of the logo. If it's not being used offensively, don't get rid of it.
Okay, that's pretty fucking offensive when it's a Native American with a like very red, bright red face,
Because
like
that
Andrew
The
Blanchard.
term.
because if California goes through with it it's going to affect all of the colleges outside of California. The entire
so why can't they
University
call
of
it something
Florida
else?
State is going to have to change everything about what they do if California decides to go through
Are you
with
talking the
this.
Seminoles?
I say we
Yeah.
do
The
what we
Seminoles
usually
is
do,
an
we just
actual
ignore
tribe.
California. Let California do whatever it wants until it like floats off into the ocean.
I wish I could ignore California, but they make it so I can't.
Okay, but you're not
You're right.
answering what I said.
I
What'd you say? I'm sorry,
didn't hear
Mary.
what you
I
said,
went over
Mary.
you.
Are you talking about the Seminoles having to change their name? Or
Yeah.
the Braves?
Yeah, well,
No.
Yes.
No. Those are actual tribe. Well, Braves isn't a tribe, but Seminoles are a tribe. And the Braves, I don't really think that's a derogatory term.
Actually, I
but
did
a
meet a
Redskin.
Native American
Listen, I
person
got into a
once.
tussle with some neo-Nazis over the over calling Indians Reds or Redskins.
Why did you get in a fight with Chris?
shut up. No, I brought up FSU
That's not
because Marcos said change the logo. Like, don't change the name, change the logo.
Right.
If California
called
does
the
that, FSU
Seminoles.
was going to have to change the entirety of their school if California decides to go through with this.
Why would
You
they
don't
have
think
to?
it's messed up to have
FSU's
literally
logo is
a
an
cartoony
Indian.
Native American face, and it's completely like their face is completely red.
No, that's not the Seminoles. It's just a Native American's face, like a. Like,
I'm not saying
you know,
I'm not saying it's that guy.
but it's named after an actual tribe. If they have to like PC the symbol, oh well, they've got the fucking money to do it.
No, how about you don't?
PCing is when you make it like a fluffy puppy because you don't want it to be related to Native Americans. I'm saying Native Americans is fine. All that's fine. You can make it work with the name Redskins or anything like that. You can make it a freaking like, I don't know what you want to make it, but you can make it anything
A
but a
potato.
Native American guy whose face is red.
It's like it's
potato,
2015. Why is this suddenly an issue?
It
I see
hasn't
your
point.
suddenly
Oh, that's
been
right.
an
It
issue. I've
shouldn't
heard it.
matter
I've
now.
heard it talked about like 6 or 7 times during my life. It's always been talked about like different slurs and stuff, and about and sometimes it goes away, just like
All right.
when a disease hits us, then it goes away a couple
Counter
months
argument,
later.
you guys. Who gives a fuck about sports? Let's move on. Because I don't.
I do because of the content and the nature that this argument is going to take on.
Chris, do you go to a college
I
or
am never
university
gonna.
right now?
I am never gonna be on the side of.
Of
Listen. I think political correctness can sometimes get a little weird, but
Yeah.
that's not in the space of a little weird. It's a term that can be used negatively.
Oh, is that
and
what
it's a
PC
term,
means?
yeah, or
I
personal
honestly
computer.
didn't know. I'm sorry. I thought it was like PG
Yeah,
or something
PC
like
means politically correct.
that. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Words,
It's one of the
man.
worst
This
words in
doesn't
the English
seem
language.
like
That's a phrase, Chris.
this doesn't seem like a
Shut
hashtag
up.
trigger warning. That sort of whatever. It doesn't seem ridiculous on any level.
And hold on, let me check Tumblr.
Bam, suck it, Tumblr. No, but it's like, it's 2015. This shouldn't be an issue.
So racism is okay?
Yeah, it can be used derogatively, but it's not. It shouldn't be an issue.
Now then,
It's 2015. We
I do
need
actually
to
have
be
something
smart
to
enough.
say.
I mean,
We should
I
be
just
smart
thought
enough
of an interesting
to
point, you guys.
determine the
I
difference
understand-
between derogative and non-derogative. We need
I
to
understand
stop
where Mary's
equating
coming
the
from
two.
when she's saying, she's not going to stand on the side of racism or any of that, and she's completely right in saying that. We shouldn't stand on the side of racism, but at the same time, we're not the people that should be like, or offended or felt like at all bad about this. The people that are supposed to be, that we're asking that we should ask how they feel about it, are Native American people.
Right, and
Those
I
are
think
the
the
people that
first
need to be
people
asked
to
about
bring
it.
this up in front of a government office, whether Congress or whatever,
Whatever that is,
whatever
yeah.
committee. I don't
Yes.
think it was. I think it was somebody from some sort of tribe, some sort of historically Native American company representation, whatever.
Yeah. So in the end,
I
I
don't
think
think
it
it
falls.
was-
It falls to those people to actually have a voice and actually. We can have an opinion, but they're the ones who actually deserve to have their opinion heard.
I
you
don't.
shouldn't be-
I think that redskin is a term that's on the border, but on the border of offensive and not offensive. So just
Yeah.
for the safety.
I've heard. I'm not going to repeat them because Chris will literally kick me off forever. But there are other things that are horrible things to say. But Redskins sounds kind of like, like you said, borderline, really tipping to the edge of the other side.
Like, but I wouldn't have that same argument for the Atlanta Braves. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, you're going to change the name from the Atlanta Braves because...
Okay, no, and then I brought up the Braves because part of the reason I love going to Braves games is they use the Seminole chant that FSU uses.
Yeah.
FSU and
Which
the Braves
is-
both use the same Indian
Which
chant.
is also... Yeah, it's also sort of... Yeah. It's... I mean...
Which one of you was that?
Not me.
Marco?
Not me.
Was that you?
Was it me?
You're
It was Marco.
cocksucker.
Fuck off. It was
I thought I muted my mic.
I've been sitting here for the past 20 minutes listening to this, not having a
thought I
damn
knew-
opinion because I don't
I'm
want to
gonna
get
be
into
honest,
this.
I
Because
thought
you're
I muted
Canadian and you're not
I
involved
swear
in
I
this.
thought I clicked it. I was literally like, I'm gonna click it and do this because I need to get it out of my system.
Like, I'll be honest. At one point, I just took my headphones off and just laid my head on my fucking desk because I'm hot as hell.
Wow.
Why are we still on this? Why
okay,
is this still the issue?
Yeah, this is like the offensive podcast. This is
Whatever
I'm
happened
having
to the
second
Rooster
thoughts about
Teeth
having you here.
Fancast. Whatever happened to that guy?
Okay, so I pulled up the article, and nowhere in here about the law getting signed into effect, not once about it getting signed in does it mention Native Americans going to...
I'm not talking
Governor
about
Jerry
this
Brown.
time and getting brought up. I'm talking about like in the 90s when it was a problem. That I think I remember seeing a Native American man speaking in front of a committee about it.
Shockingly enough, the only time Indians are mentioned in this law getting signed in are when the National Congress of American Indians praised California for already making the decision.
You're welcome.
Now, I agree some words may be being used derogatively now, but it shouldn't be up to old white guys like Jerry Brown making laws against it. They need somebody from the community it's being used offensively against to stand up. Until that happens, don't fucking touch it.
They do. They already did stand up. Just because this time that it's in the news, they didn't
I
mention
think-
it, doesn't mean that
I think
when
what
it
he's trying to
first
say
became
is
an
to
issue,
have
it wasn't
somebody
brought up by
actually
the right
in the
person.
position to change it. Not like, I mean, yeah, there should be people that
Well-
are going to speak up against it who are normal people, but there should be people that are, like you said, in like the position that Jerry Brown is in.
Listen, I think maybe we shouldn't release this one.
Yeah,
You-
we
you
got
what?
really into like hardcore race discussions.
I think.
I'm gonna-
I mean,
I'm gonna-
We
in
are
general.
all okay.
I think because
Marco's not white, but he's sort of white.
The controversial stuff outweighed.
So I think
the
we
argue
should just
stuff.
shut
I
the
think
fuck
we
up.
put too much controversial stuff in the topic list.
Take
I
a
didn't make the topic list.
take a
and
blade
Chris-
to that part of the podcast, and we'll move on.
All right, further
Christ.
discussions. So,
Holy
So, on
Okay.
a still entertaining but much less racist note, Apple is getting sued for $400 million.
Okay, you know what
Bye.
$400 million
Pocket change for
is
them.
to Apple?
that's like fucking
Nothing.
fine.
That's like
It's a-
$400 million.
It's a drop in the bucket for Apple, but a university
fucking
is
nothing.
suing them over patent
Good.
laws. They're
Good.
suing
Over
Apple
what?
for $400 million for stealing a patent idea. I'm gonna see if I can-
Absolutely. 100%.
Yikes.
Go whatever university that is.
I'm gonna look it up.
Because Apple is a fucking juggernaut of technology, and obviously when you become that powerful, you stop thinking that you have to follow the law, and they should get called on their bullshit, and they should have to pay money. I just wish it wasn't just
I'm
400
gonna look that
million.
article up on my lovely Android phone in a second.
No, wait. Before we get too deep in this, I just want to ask, Chris. You said you wanted to get like this podcast on Apple, like iTunes, right?
Oh, fuck.
I'm just like, can we bitch about Apple and get our podcast on there as well?
I think
Is that-
there's
They
an
don't fucking listen to
Android.
this. Rooster Teeth has bitched about Apple constantly.
True. Okay, now can I
Yes,
start bitching
because
about
the
Apple's fucking iOS
comparison-
update for 1 minute?
Go
here?
ahead. While he's looking. that up, go ahead,
Holy
bitch about it.
shit! Why do they want me to pay for a service to listen to music I already bought? What
Because
the
they want
fuck
money.
kind of business plan is that?
Because they want money. It's a great business
That's the
plan.
fucking pay us money or go fuck
Good for
yourself
fucking
thing.
them. They already have my money. They want more for me to download it to my phone because iTunes doesn't even work on syncing with my phone anymore.
What?
They can't make a freaking
my
broken
God.
program. They have to make me pay for it as well.
I don't know what
Jesus
you're bitching
Christ.
about.
I know what
What
he's
I'm
talking
bitching about is
but I
that they
don't fucking
updated the
use an
music
iPhone,
app.
so
See,
I
I
don't
like
know.
to I like to use it for music. They made it so that it's like Spotify, where you stream shit.
Oh,
Now,
You
when
don't
you
have
live
to,
into
though.
like the middle of goddamn nowhere, where internet's
Yeah.
kind of
No, I
important,
know.
you can't stream anything.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, but that's not like I don't have to deal with that. I have the newest thing, and it's not.
Well, I mean, just because you don't have to deal with it doesn't mean it's not a problem.
No, I'm just saying I don't understand what like. Isn't there an option for you to put your actual music? Do you have to stream?
Now, hold on.
Peter's not
okay,
for it,
I'm in a different situation though. Okay, so you know, like you put music onto your like my phone with iTunes. You can do that, right?
Yeah.
And like let's say I get music from a CD or I buy it on the iTunes store because I got a gift card, whatever. For some goddamn reason, I don't know, and like I've emailed Apple about this constantly. Is that my iTunes does not like to sync with my phone. I have 900 songs. It will only put 250 of them on my phone and then say it can't put any more on there. The only way for me to actually put songs on my phone is to go into the iTunes store, go to my purchase, and download them.
Jesus.
With the new,
I don't deal with that.
I know. With the new Apple update, you need to actually be in the music subscription to download songs to your phone from your phone. Once you download 3, it tells you need subscription to make them available offline.
Are you serious?
It's music you've already
I'm not
paid for.
shitting you. That's what it gave me. It said I had to pay $10 for a month for this.
What the fuck?
That's fucked up. Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
It's a $10 fee to basically get all your fucking music. Like, after,
like I paid for the songs. Like I can still listen to them, but it wants me to stream the music I paid for.
You pay for 1 month and you download it all to your phone. After that month is over and you're not paying anymore, can you still, like, is it already on your phone, or do you have to, like, or is it a constant thing?
Well, that's the thing. It might come off my phone again if iTunes wants to automatically sync when I try to plug in and change my pictures or some bullshit.
Well, it sounds. Have you tried like uninstalling iTunes and reinstalling it?
Oh my god! I had to fix my computer hard drive 3 times. And I've uninstalled iTunes every time I've done that.
Jesus.
It still hasn't worked. I have no idea. I think it must be a problem with the phone. But then
It's
again,
gotta be, because that doesn't seem
there's
like a
nobody
thing
else
that's
that has
gonna
this
happen.
problem but me, and iTunes just wants to fuck it up.
Yeah,
Which phone do you have?
You probably should contact somebody, like, at the fucking, I guess, one of their quote-unquote geniuses. Ask them about
I've
that.
tried.
See what they've got to tell you.
What
Fucking
phone do you have?
It's a 5S.
Okay,
Yeah,
I found the article on this this lawsuit. A U.S. jury on Friday ordered Apple to pay the University of Wisconsin-Madison's patent licensing arm. It was only $234 million in damages for incorporating its microchip technology into some of the company's iPhones and iPads without permission. They used it in Apple's A7, A8, and A8X processors, found in the iPhones 5S, 6, and 6 Plus. And some versions of the iPad. Apple did say they were going to appeal the verdict, but they have declined to comment any further. So it's like, I don't know why they're going to try. I guess it's like they're trying to backtrack and appeal the decision, because like if it comes out like they had to pay a couple $100 million because they stole somebody's idea. It's like, do you think they're trying to appeal it to, like, get that off the record?
I think.
Like, why are they trying to appeal a $234
$234
million decision?
I don't think people just go after, like, big, companies like Apple without having a case. So I'm like I'm certain in the comfort of my own mind that this is 100% true, and Apple did this because Apple. Yeah, let's say they do this. They paid no money. They stole the idea. They that's it. They have it. Let's say they find out and they try to sue Apple. They're suing them for $400 million, which is fucking pocket change to them. So they're like, all right, cool. We're paying less than we would have paid anyway in the first place.
There's a couple things that are already like that. Like, it's cheaper to pay for the death of somebody on a plane than for their, like, medical bills. And it's cheaper to, like, when the guy who invented the safe saw thing for cutting wood, he showed it to Home Depot, asked if they wanted to buy it, and then they said no. Oh, I think he gave him one for a while, and then they said no, and then they changed it and made their own, and then he sued them for taking his idea, and it was cheaper for them to do that.
In the same way, there's a thing that I'm not trying to get away from, but we'll circle back. That in China, I'd heard on a story that apparently some people there, let's say you hit somebody with your car, right? You hit somebody with a car, they're injured. There is video of some people, after they hit the person, running them over even more or hitting them again to kill them. Yeah, because as it turns out, they would rather spend jail time and pay for the funeral fees one time or something like that than pay for all the medical bills and then possibly more funeral if the person ends up dying, and all that. I forget exactly
Those
the
are
exact
just bad
details.
people, though.
But yeah, so is Apple. But I'm basically saying that's the same idea of like there are things people are willing to do that will cost them less to them in the long run. So like they just don't give a shit and they'll do it.
But when a big company that we know by name does something shitty, we just go, oh, that was probably just a couple people on like a really high up committee that did something shitty, because it's not like the people working in the Apple store. It's not like the geniuses who made that decision. So it's really hard to, like, tarnish a company. And I think it'd be sort of hard to tarnish a company now because a lot of people overlooked a lot of just not good shit that Steve Jobs did.
Yeah, so it makes me wonder why, if there's no real way to tarnish Apple's reputation, unless you were to sue them for, like, something at the core of the company, why are they trying to appeal this decision? They got the lawsuit settlement almost cut in half. And they're still trying to appeal it. Why?
It's their lawyers doing it. I don't think very many people part of Apple are making decisions like that. I think it's probably just the lawyers going, well, we could probably, get this down a bit. We could probably spin this differently.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not right. It just is what it is.
That's how it is in a lot of industries and a lot of the business world. It's literally just a matter of like, all right, how can I spin this to my advantage, or how can I make this less of a blow to me, or less of an impact on me, or my company.
Well, I mean, look what, calling back some stuff that we talked about on earlier podcast, Kim Davis, that got spun in a crazy way.
I wish she got spun in a fucking like washing machine or something. When she was a child.
I think that she already did. I think that's why she's so fucking stupid.
What?
You know that Westboro Baptist Church... I told you guys. Westboro Baptist Church is boycotting Kim Davis's office.
That's incredible.
And I'm just happy they're bothering each other.
Oh.
And hopefully they can leave the rest of us alone.
There's sometimes... I'm a pretty like I get disappointed with the world as a whole a lot of times, me as a person. But there are these little times where I'm just like, yes, the world is right.
Well, sometimes people can surprise you, but groups pretty much act the way they always have. The bigger the group, the more fucked up it gets.
Well, that's right. All you idiots just hit each other over the head with a bunch of hammers. That's cool.
And it's weird. So like, I heard that Kim Davis was getting lobbied by the Westboro Baptist Church, and I thought it was weird. I assumed that Westboro Baptist would be on the side of Kim Davis as far as the whole gay thing goes.
Except she's a slut.
They're lobbying her for getting married 4 times.
Her is that also what you guys said, and then also because of the fact that that's their gimmick. Their gimmick is the whole no, God hates fags and all this, God, everything like that. That's their gimmick. So when this bitch comes over, tries to steal some of their thunder, use it to her advantage, they're like, oh, get the fuck out, bitch, this is my house.
Somebody should make like a fake mini-series about politics of...
I already have the Facebook page of the book.
Hyper-conservatives.
I already made a Facebook account and page for the book, so I'm just waiting for somebody to take it from me.
Really?
Yeah. I have because you can add the URL to you can make a page and then you can make a custom URL. And I have, probably every URL that they could possibly think to use for an official book. So, it's me.
See, that's not something I'd even consider.
Because I'm a loser. I had time on my hands. I said, wouldn't that be funny?
Marco being a loser? What?
Are you
serious?
serious?
Try more digital penetration.
Man, we woke up Peter, not busy over there fucking playing with your video games.
No, I'm just waiting for a nice point to interject into the argument.
There's a Games for Gold game called Valiant Hearts, I think it's called. It's like a war, like a World War II, World War One. No,
I think I've played it.
Did anybody play those computer games that were for kids back in 2000s?
Well, let me see. I might remember what you're talking about. I'm
it's
looking
super
at
easy
right now.
It's super easy to get all the achievements. You should actually play it if that's your thing.
Okay, yeah, now I remembered it. I didn't like it.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not like a fast-paced shoot 'em up game. It's like a you just it's like a side scrolly, but you don't jump.
Yeah.
You just
like I didn't like because I didn't
puzzles.
like the fuck. I was going through all the it was a pre PS Plus game one time. I was just going through all of them, and I came to that one, and I like the idea, but I just couldn't get into that control set for it. It was just some weird trigger button movement. I was like, I'm not gonna have any fun with this. I don't want it.
It's it's just simple like 6-hour game to get 1,000
Yeah,
points.
it's a very simple game.
I'm trying to get to 100K, and I stalled out at about 90.
So I have a question for you guys. We're all fans of Hembo Hero, right?
Yeah.
No, I hate him.
Okay, I think we should just hard cut him off the podcast.
Okay, no, I love Hembo Hero. He's really nice. What he does.
So, Achievement Hunter, and it's weird that they're doing this.
It's not weird.
They've made a few compilations. One of a brief. They're only 4 or 5 minutes, but they did one for Until Dawn highlights, and then very, very short and all over the place, a compilation of all of their sports games. These are both compilations that already exist. Specifically, Hembo Hero did one for overall Until Dawn moments, and then every time Jeff got scared. And it's weird that Achievement Hunter is making compilations.
It's not weird. It's their content.
They're remaking compilations, but and I don't want to shit on Achievement Hunter content, but they're not all that good. I've not liked either of the compilations they've made. And
there's a couple of huge differences, though.
I'm curious as to why they're trying to make compilations. When they
Because
have
it's
people
their
in the
content.
community...
They're obviously popular videos.
Right, but they have people in the community that already do them and do them better. Do them much better.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that they can't... And they're not putting out 2-3 hour compilations like Hembo does. Like a lot of people do.
They're 5 minutes.
Exactly.
I think
so
the sports game one for all of their sports games was 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's nothing. So I don't think it really matters. I think if they were putting out hours of content,
I think
then
that
it would be
Hembo has a specific I don't know about talent, but he has a specific gimmick with his stuff, and a gimmick in a good way. With his videos where he's specific things, every time Gavin starts squealing, things like that. Smaller things that may not seem like a big of a deal to the company or the people working there, but to us as the fans, we're like, oh, I really like those moments, that aren't always focused on by Rooster Teeth itself.
Well, there's Gavin gagging every time he spills a beer on the podcast.
Yeah.
But then there are also all of the board games and Until Dawn and sports games.
Or certain
And
times they're
Okay,
yelling
game shows.
whenever
so
they
Hembo
get
did
loud.
a thing. Hembo did a thing where he made the audio podcast moments.
I love his podcast.
That one was that was great
compilations.
because he started with the thing about the I'll give you $1,000 if you don't get 10,000.
It was the gamer score competition.
Right, and then he cut to the video of Jeff winning.
Yeah.
And then towards the end when he was getting ready to the 3 hours of audio stuff was over, he did Bernie saying we need to wrap up here or something, or Gus saying that. And so he has these moments of storytelling. He has Monty's first moment on a podcast. He's got Lindsay's first moment on a podcast. He's got when they mention things to do as a series starting. It tells a very narrative story.
I love when Gus and Bernie are on a podcast because Gus is just all right, we need to wrap up, and Bernie's just nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going.
But it's they already have people in the community that make all of these compilations and make them amazing.
They're not making
I don't
full
understand why they're going
though.
out of their way to also make compilations.
Well,
I'm sure
Chris,
they're just testing it to see if it's
looked at what
popular.
you're
I'm
talking
sure
about.
they would hire Hembo to do them before, if they started to do them in a major way, started pushing that as a show.
Guys,
I'm sure they would talk
It's
to
not a
Hembo's good at
compilation,
it.
guys. They didn't make they made a highlight reel to advertise the videos. This isn't a
Hembo's
compilation.
good at it, but I think they'd pick he's a big part of the community too. But actually, specifically towards people who make community videos that go up on their site, then I guess they'd go with Hero They Call Me.
Yeah.
That guy.
I don't like that guy.
But his are more aren't narrative so much as they're they seem more sporadic. Like,
in the hopes that I'm not going to get castrated for saying it, I never did like Here They Call Me.
I mean,
I
don't
never
know if
liked
he's a
his.
person
I never
or
liked
as a
his.
per- I don't know
I never
them,
liked his
but
content.
I enjoy their videos, like the monthly Achievement Hunter
Yeah.
best of the month. You know that's
There's somebody.
'cause I don't watch all their videos. So
What's her name? Oh, Jen S, who also did monthly compilations that were much more extensive than Here. Like Here They Call Me only did like 20 or 25 minutes, and it was like one per video from the month. Jen S did it for every month, and I think she would also do like best of the year, but that may be someone else. But I know that Jen, every month, she would have multiple moments from every video, and she would make it so much more expansive. There's so much more content in hers.
I don't think that's a bad thing, though. I think that's just a perspective thing.
It's just a
Like,
perspective.
I'm not going to
like,
say anybody in this community isn't doing well enough.
right, but like
Like, I
just
fucking
that
enjoy
difference
everything.
in style is why I didn't really like latch on to Here They Call Me's content. I started watching
Right,
his
and
stuff
I-
before I
and I
saw
would-
Jen. I don't like the way he runs his best of videos. I like Jen's much better. And I feel like the community's gonna fucking castrate me for saying that.
I think the fact that this is such a tense topic heavy podcast is just gonna.
This is a very debatey kind of podcast.
Like,
Yeah, I thought we were gonna talk about like
I'd say it's more like a pissing contest,
boobs
really.
and Back to the Future and happy things. And here we are, like debating community content.
debating Achievement Hunter videos. At least we're on Rooster Teeth. At least we're talking about that. That's
yeah,
a
at
good
least
start.
if we're debating about stuff, it's Rooster
Net
Teeth
neutrality.
content.
Fuck you.
Let's not even get into that.
All right, well, new thing.
So, Mary, you did mention Back to the Future. That's
yeah.
that's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday
21st.
is the date
Oh, wait,
that
what's
they went into the future in the second movie.
Dude, no, fuck you. I'm
supposed to be
convinced
hoverboard
that
day.
that shit happens way too often because I see that picture every goddamn year.
Yeah,
It's October
it's-
21st, 2015. It's in the fucking movie. He says it.
Okay, that's the official
Yeah,
one
okay,
because I
but
see it
they-
like
Yes,
every
it's
year.
the
Oh,
official
this is
one.
the
They-
fucking year that they went back in time.
They
Okay, this is the
adjust
official one.
the last digit because it's in that like clock style, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's an
so they can
easy
people
usually
font
Photoshop
to
that
read.
all the
it.
time for some damn reason. No, this is the
I
actual.
thought I was
It's-
going fucking crazy.
No, it's a very, very easy font to fake. But the actual
Yeah.
day was October 21st, 2015.
And
Oh,
what's
crap.
gonna happen that day? Nothing.
That's
Maybe
my
you're
dad's
gonna wear
birthday.
a Back to the Future shirt if you've got it, but it's
Well, no, isn't like there's a whole bunch of like people talking about like super like companies are gonna release certain shit that's only available on that day. Like, okay,
Nah.
for example, I read Mondo Tees is having they're dropping their vinyl release of all the Back to the Future soundtracks on October 21st. Freaking
Oh, that'd be
Nike's gonna
amazing.
drop
That
their
makes
self-lacing
sense.
shoes. That's a rumor.
that's never gonna no.
I still
They
want
already
pair
did a
of those
promotional
shoes.
thing 5 years back where they did like Nike shoes that were modeled after the Back to the Future 2 shoes. They didn't have tying laces, but they said they were working on it, which is probably just a stunt. But
Yeah, do you think that there's going to be a jump in shoe technology? You think that that's what this is?
people
all
have already
we're all
made
waiting
self-tying
for?
shoes. What are you talking about?
No, but like in the specific style from the movie, the very like.
Where's my
cinematic-
hoverboard?
Well, no, it's not that they're just making a jump. They're just making a homage.
Homage?
Like, do you think they're actually going to
Homage?
release like 10 Jaws sequels on this one day to get up to Jaws 19?
God, I hope not.
No, but the Cubs thing.
Oh yeah, the
That's
Cubs have to
weird.
win now.
Yeah,
It's a little
sons
bit
of
weird,
bitches.
isn't it? I think it's a little bit weird, but
This is why I hate when movies do that, when they're like, oh, haha, cheeky little things. Like, it's the future, haha, kidding. Because people back then were sensible, and now everyone's like, no, it's got to happen. It's got to.
Well,
and that's just a,
people
that's
latch
just a thing
on
that
to
happens
that
in
sort of
pop
stuff.
culture.
And they hype it up. I like when people do that. It may get annoying sometimes, but I still like when people latch on to those little things.
Well,
Like,
like
back-
I'm
people
still-
met up for like, they meet up at King's Cross Station to go to Hogwarts, and
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
It's like I'd love, like, even if it's just little stuff, I love little shit like that.
I haven't
it's-
met a
it's
person. I
fun,
haven't met a person.
but I
ha-
wouldn't expect any. I don't think anybody's hoarding technology to release.
Doggy.
Who's got the dog?
Hold on, let me grab my shoe.
Jesus.
Fisher.
It's Mary.
Oh, it's Mary's dog? Never mind, I won't kick it.
Are you saying if it was anyone else's dog, you'd hit it? What's the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, I think we're too young to be having podcast deja vu, but we've already had this discussion about kicking dogs.
Yeah, no,
I wasn't there.
I bring it up every chance I get.
James.
Yeah,
I think it was James' dog.
You need to
that
stop
he
being
wanted
so violent, Marco.
and
Chris, you
racist.
want to
It's
go
concerning.
outside and talk about it
So
more?
can he be the king of sociopaths now? Am I off the hook?
Pound you into the ground.
Oh,
No,
man.
you're off
Oh,
the hook.
my.
So of sociopaths.
I'll pound you into the pillow.
You heard it here first, guys. Chris is gonna pound me hard. I'm gonna be
That's
buried in
not-
the ground by the
Damn
time
it.
by the time he's done pounding me.
So that RTX video podcast.
God.
Chris
Marco, I
pounding
hate
Marco. Marco's not gonna Mary's nipples. I mean, it's all good. It's all good.
I'd be
least I know
really
your fetish.
surprised if four
is the-
people from this podcast actually
This-
made it to RTX.
This is the podcast of debate and regret.
I don't
Debate
regret anything
regret.
I've said.
That's the
I've
tagline
regretted
for this
being
episode.
associated with you guys, sure, because you're all fucking weirdos, man.
Well, we can all be weirdos
Not even
together,
good weirdos.
though, so it's okay.
Not even like sexy weirdos.
I miss you.
Not even
Molly.
like cone heads or those aliens that were in
Peter, do you think you could be like 10 times more attractive and then be Molly and smart? I mean,
What?
can you be like 10 times more attractive and
You
smart?
want me to
and
be
then,
10
like,
times more
turn-
attractive and then be smart because I'm an idiot. Okay.
No, be smart because Molly's smart.
I don't know who Molly is. Like I'm in the gray area of not knowing who the fuck Molly was. So.
How do you not know who? Have you not been listening to our content?
No, I haven't. I actually haven't
What is
listened to
wrong
the podcast
with
since
you?
like episode 3.
You.
Wow, get shit on us.
Wait,
why is he
wait.
first
Is it almost
alternate?
time? Can I bring up the gift I brought you guys?
Sure, why not? We've gone. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, there are
I don't think that's your call, Marco.
two
Is there gonna
items.
be like? Is there gonna be like an envelope in my mailbox with powder in it?
No. None of this kind of affects you
Oh
other
my
than
God.
other than the punchline to the joke. So there are two items on my desk.
Marco.
One of
red
them
pill.
is paper towels
Anthrax
for the floor. I want you guys to guess the other one.
Peanut butter.
A red pill.
Chris got it immediately.
Oh wow, I was gonna.
Of course
say,
I did.
I am
nothing,
going
never
to
mind.
test the discussion. So Mary, remind me, where am I supposed to place the peanut butter?
We're not going back to that fucking conversation.
No,
Do
where
it.
am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to put it?
No, the peanut butter isn't supposed to go on you. You're supposed to go in the peanut butter.
No, wasn't it on like my soles of my
Make
feet?
that shit
Was
nutter
that
butter.
Nutter butter.
Jesus Christ!
Dude,
You guys went
now
way
I think-
worse than this than I thought. Okay, Mary, where's it supposed to go? She's not responding.
No,
Alright.
I'm smarter than this, guys.
Does it go on?
Good.
All right, I'm gonna listen to the first podcast and figure out because I forgot where it went. Is it the
Peter,
bottoms
You
of
can
my
put
feet
it wherever you want to put it.
I want to be.
I can't
no, I want to
believe
do it how we.
peanut butter
God, I
made
hate
it this
you guys.
far into the fucking podcast. I
You
try
need-
so hard
you need
every
a
week to
partner.
not get it brought up. I think it's
And
somehow
I
made
tweeted
it
a
to
picture
every
why I-
episode.
You guys will never be hearing from me again.
You did tweet the pictures, Mary, and I laughed at the pictures. Thank you for tweeting those. Oh my god.
All right, screw it. I'm putting it on my feet. I hate you guys.
See, this is the part of the podcast where we just devolve into anarchy, sort of like
How's this
inner
anarchy?
podcast anarchy.
I'm not going to let that happen.
This is
I'm
not
not
enjoyable.
Bring it
letting
back
anarchy
together, then,
happen.
buddy.
Ivana Trump.
Like Mary, am I supposed to
Ivanka?
like this or is
Yeah,
that,
Oh, no, it's
that's
the
not
point?
her name.
Isn't it Ivana or some shit like that?
It's Ivanka. Are you an idiot?
Ivanka.
Yeah, Ivanka.
Well, that's a stupid name. No wonder he wants to rail her.
Oh my god.
Anarchy, guys.
Marco.
Inner podcast anarchy.
And on that note, I'm calling this podcast done.
Wait, I
This
still
is
got
never
another
gonna
feet
come
to
out.
put peanut butter on.
We're
No,
ending
fuck
on
off with your peanut butter, you sicko.
we're ending on Donald Trump railing his daughter.
Do you think,
Beep for like 10 minutes.
do you think that you're gonna bleep anything I said?
Maybe the thing about
No.
never mind.
Chris is
Mary,
just going to take
you're not-
mine and Marco's audio and just throw it out the window.
Mary, you did not get bleeped.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Everything she said about fucking...
She's not
I
getting
said
bleeped.
Did
it
I
in the
get bleeped?
context
I'm
of
sure
a pop
once.
culture reference.
You and Peter are getting bleeped.
All right, fine.
How many times
Thanks,
did I get
everybody,
bleeped?
for
Like,
listening.
twice, once?
It was great being on as long as I could. You know, I enjoyed everything.
Marco, you're not getting kicked off.
Marco, you have nothing to worry about. I'm the guy who's at the first of the frickin' TBD boat.
God damn it, man.
Yeah, because
I'm the one who's gonna
you've
get
been,
thrown out if
jerking
I
off
do
and playing
something
video
wrong.
Games.
But
Or
dude,
jerking off video
if
games.
Molly were to like stop, you'd get put on. But if I get leave, James is gonna replace me. Do you know how that makes me feel?
We could have got Vincent.
No,
Good
you're
point.
saying
We
Marco.
could not have also.
If Marco gets kicked off, I will leave.
No,
I put
Mary,
peanut butter
I
on my
like
feet for a
listening to you.
joke.
Thanks for
Yeah.
listening,
Solidarity.
everybody.
Marco, I'm not. There's only one person I've kicked off, and Marco, you're nowhere near getting kicked off.
Oh, thank God. Then you
Just
be
don't
insulting
bring your
me.
friend.
I mean, you may get bleeped. You and Peter are getting bleeped a combined 5 times this podcast,
Oh my
I
God,
but
you
it's
reckon?
all for comedic reasons.
I
It's never
think
like
More or less, yeah.
Marco getting bleeped
I didn't say
is part
anything
of his
actually
deal,
bad
though.
towards anybody.
No, you
Except-
did.
Except
We didn't
spit.
mention people we weren't allowed to mention in the list.
Are you going to be
Marco.
bleeping your nipple comments, Chris?
Nah.
Hold on, let me write
Leave
that
that
down.
in.
Marco's a
Hold that.
fucking cocksucker. He's
And
getting
that's
bleeped
okay.
for something
That's
and then
totally
repeated
alright.
what he's getting bleeped for saying.
Just be good at it.
Just
If you're going to be a cocksucker.
To be fair, I didn't
Just
think
get good at
that
it.
what you were bleeping
Learn.
me for was what I just said.
it is. So stop
That's how
saying
many.
it.
That's how many things I said. I don't even know which one you're talking about.
And to answer your question, Mary, no, I'm not bleeping
Good.
my comments
because that
Nipple
was
stuff.
because
terribly
I
inappropriate
got
of you.
railed on immediately for it.
Like,
No,
I'm
you,
leaving it
you got
in,
unrailed. You
'cause
got
it's funny.
further away from losing your virginity. I mean, I'm just
as
guessing.
he does every day.
It's not like I was ever that close anyway.
I mean, I
All
can
right.
drive over, bro.
You can also stay the fuck in California. All right.
if we're all planning on going to RTX together, I can
Oh, yeah.
I can happily go get us
Chris.
like slushies or something, and you guys can just have
You are
the
gonna
time of
meet
your life.
me in RTX, Chris.
I'm
You can
actually
put the
really
thing on the
excited.
door.
I'm really excited to meet you, Marco.
Dude, same.
I'm
You
really
can hold
excited
him
to
like a
not being
baby.
able to go.
You
You
guys
can
want
just
to end this
cradle him
fucking
in your
thing?
arms.
I
Shut up,
probably
Bernie.
could. Being as big as I am, I could probably hold Marco in my arms.
Yeah.
Well, didn't we
Carry
joke
me
about
like
that
a
in the first
bride.
episode? We're gonna bridal hold Marco when we all meet together.
Please do.
We're gonna hold
No,
him above
said
our
we're
heads
gonna-
because he'd be too short for the picture.
I thought
just
you
do
meant
the-
bridal, BRIDLE, not AL. I was like, are we doing like a horse play, like pony play? Is that a thing now?
Jesus. All right. On that lovely, lovely question,
See, we
Just
went like 5 minutes into the anarchy
thought-provoking
though.
comment.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for
That's
listening to the Arcade
that's
Band.
the end of the podcast. Thank you, Peter, for accepting the call when Molly couldn't make it.
Hopefully,
You're welcome,
Molly, you'll
Chris.
come back to us.
Yeah, hopefully Molly will be here next week.
Like, you can talk about this as soon as I left. You got to make sure I'm still here. Should talk about this Molly character. You know, I'm starting to not believe she's even real. I think you're just trying to upset me.
We're making you up to get rid of you.
Podcast episode 4. You should listen to our content. It's pretty good.
It's like the best.
Our
episode we've ever
content's
made.
good. Are you sure
are
about
a
that,
promotion
Chris?
whore.
I mean,
I am a
our
promotion
content's
whore.
good. I don't know about your content, Peter.
I'm on your content.
That was loud.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
You're acting very un-Canadian there, buddy.
Oh God.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.